Okay, hello again. Got everything going right now. Currently I've got two pots going on the stove right now, one of which has the water and the beef, and it's just about to come to a boil right now, which is what we want. As soon as it gets to a boil, we're going to take it down to a simmer. I've also sprinkled a little bit of salt and pepper on top. In the next one here, I've got the carrots boiling. I forgot to mention one of the ingredients I didn't have out earlier. It's actually mint. And I've got the mint in with the carrots right now, so we're going to bring that to a boil. Once that boils, we'll turn it off, drain it, and then it's actually going to go into the stove for another 45 minutes in a pan covered with foil. Whereas at the same time, the meat will still be simmering because we're going to put it on a low heat, and then that's when the cornmeal will come into play. And like I said, basically there's not a whole lot to this dish. We're going to add the cornmeal. It's going to cook, and basically the meat, the juice of the meat and the water is going to create the broth. Once the meat's done, I'm going to take the meat out of the water, keep the water simmering, and I'm going to shred the meat. Throw it back into the pot with the cornmeal, and that's basically going to then simmer a little bit longer, and that's how that's going to finish out. Once it's done, of course, I'll bring it back and show you the finished product. Over here, I've got the squash, which I'm going to cut into halves. We'll have two halves, and I've got here a butter, which, like I said earlier, I'm using as my fat. Butter, salt and pepper, and lemon juice mixture, which I'll fill each half once I've taken the seeds out of the squash. Fill each half with that mixture, and that'll go into the oven for also about another 30 to 40 minutes. Cook that up, and hopefully at that time everything will be coming along just fine, and I'll bring you in and I'll show you the final product here. But let me bring the camera over, show you what's going on right now. So like I said, I've got the carrots and mint going here, just about to come to a boil. The meat is in the pot here with the water and salt and pepper. That's starting to boil right now. Good sign. And we've got the squash here, which I'm about to cut into halves, and then put the butter, salt and pepper, and lemon mixture into each half and throw that in the oven. And I'll be back with you in just a moment.